Welcome to Moonlight Halo Tarot, a sacred space for clarity, awareness, and healing. I'm so incredibly happy to have you here, so please take a deep breath and join me in. Let's see what the universe, with the help of the cards, are bringing to our awareness. What is reflected to us from these mirrors? Please take some deep breath as I'm shuffling the decks. Today we'll explore what are the energies at play this week. This is a pick a card reading where you choose a pile that calls you the most. And if you feel like you are drawn to more than one pile or even to all of them, listen to yourself, trust your intuition. So let's ask with intention, what are the energies at play? Remember that the future is in an infinity of possibilities created by the choices we choose to make every minute. Knowing that, we can ask what is going on within ourselves and how we can use it to make some better choices this week. So let's see. Hello, group 2, and for group 3. Oh, here is group 3. Thank you. Now we'll move to the second deck. What's going on with group 1? Let's see, please, one card. Well, what's going on with group 2? Let's see. Yes, thank you. What's going on with group 3? Thank you. So now, take some deep breath and choose 1, 2, 3, or maybe more than that. Trust your intuition. You can look for the timestamps in the description box below. We'll start with group 1. This is group 1. Two of Wands and Queen Bee. Oh, look at that. Wow. Sometimes I'm an intuitive reader and sometimes I see how the card speaks with themselves. It's an oracle deck and a tarot deck made by the same creator, and it's amazing. Look at the number 2. 2, and here you see the 2 flowers and 2 bees and 2 hands. Feels like an opportunities or maybe choices, as all our life are full of choices. How interesting. I like these 2 of Wands. Because look, she holds the whole world in her hand, looking at the moon, thinking, planning how to go about an issue. What's the next step? How it will be? How she can make it better, how she can manifest her dream coming true. What an interesting card. Queen Bee is creating the future of the hive. And her life is not luxurious at all. She is working really hard, protected by her bees, and it feels like she's looking at the future. Look at the way those two figures, those two women look. They look to the same direction, and usually the right side talks about the future. So this week, number 2 is very important from any reason. I don't know. You should pay attention to the number 2 this week, and pay attention as well to the choices you have. You have one that is preferred, but you have another one that maybe can take you to a better direction. It feels like when you reflect on your options, you always see one option, because you are concentrated on one direction. So maybe this week we can open up and see the options as they are. Be able to come out of our perspective and broaden it a bit, so we are able to manifest, or to plan better to manifest our dreams. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the mirror. May these messages inspire you with clarity and grace. Remember that you are the authority in your own life, and free will is your most sacred gift, so use it wisely. If you enjoy this reading, please give it a thumb up. Subscribe to join our growing community, and click the bell so you won't miss a reading. I'm grateful and honored to be a part of your journey, sending you much love and light, and wishing you all a blessed day. Thank you, group number 1. I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, group 2. Welcome. Let's see what the cards are holding for us. 6 of Cups. What a beautiful 6 of Cups. And Stranded. Oh, look at that. In this reading, I'm using 2 decks. A tarot deck and an oracle deck made by the same creator. And it's interesting to see how the cards are speaking together. Look, first of all, it's group number 2, number 6, and number 44. 6 minus 2 is 4. So it always happens to me with numbers. Anyways, look, there are 6 balloons in the air, and look at the ship. is up in the air. It feels to me that we are not grounded this week. So many hopes and dreams, so many memories. Memories. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of like she's looking and remember. She's remembering how she was as a child. So it's also bring a perspective on the past. And also, although she's lying on the grass, although she is nostalgic, looking back at her past, at her childhood, she is occupied with what was going on in the past. What's going on here, on the other hand, the ship is up in the air, and the anchor, it's not anchored anywhere, but the tree is grounded. The tree is not up in the air. How come? And for those who are, you can see part of the crescent moon behind it in the clouds. So there are clouds here, there are clouds here. We need some time this week. We need to be grounded. There are too many things that take our attention. And this nostalgic atmosphere or memories, past memories, for some happy memories, for some not so happy memories. For some, it might be some traumas from the past, which bring us to feel like we are somewhere in the air, looking to anchor ourselves. This week, we need to feel more grounded. How do we do that? Oh, there are so many ways. For some, walking barefoot on the ground, on grass, on the seashore if you can, on sand, feeling the earth beneath your feet. For some, hugging trees might help. For some, walking is very grounding, and it's also helping with the mood a lot. It's a way to ground ourselves as well. Breathing deeply this week. Deep breath, not just from the upper part of your body, but also from the abdomen, like you fill your belly with air and breathe. Being in nature is so grounding, and it's so important. If you can't go outside to the nearest park, to the nearest garden, I think I will end this reading here. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the mirror. May these messages inspire you with the clarity and grace. And remember, you are the authority in your own life, and free will is your most sacred gift. So use it wisely. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumb up, subscribe to join our growing community, and click the bell so you won't miss a reading. I'm grateful and honored to be part of your journey, and sending you much love and light, and wishing you all a blessed day. Thank you, Group 2. Hello, Group 3. Thank you. Let's see what the cards hold for us. 7 of Cups. Wow. And Eva. Oh. 7 of Cups, and here is the number 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Interesting. 7 is a holy number. Seven of Cups, although it's cups, it's emotions, it always feels so airy to me. And look at this card. She's looking at the stars. She's on a cloud looking at the stars. There are 7 stars, 7 options, different options. And she should choose. What does she really want? What does she really want to manifest? And what the options tell about her. Very interesting. This week we'll have the option, and we will have to choose. We will have to choose wisely, because every choice we make has its own consequences. What about this card? How interesting. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the snakes. Look at all those flowers. It's kind of so exotic. Well, what I'm getting right now is this week you will be offered, or you will see some options. Look carefully. Take everything into consideration, because there are things at play that might look exotic to you, or might look very flattering or attractive in a sense, but they hold a venom inside. They hold danger inside. What I'm trying to say is that they look innocent, but they are not. They have major consequences for you, for the future, and maybe for the future of the people you love. There might be a certain person in your life. For some of you, it's in your workplace. For some of you, it's in the family, and for some, in the group of friends, that seems very... I will use the word exotic, because maybe very interesting, but something is not as it seems. So take it easy. Be careful. Run the scenarios, the different scenarios from your different options. Run them while taking into consideration the option that things are not as they seem. This is what I'm getting for you, group 3, and I think I will stop this reading now. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the mirror. May these messages inspire you with clarity and grace. Remember that you are the authority in your own life, and free will is your most sacred gift, so use it wisely. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to join our growing community, and click the bell so you won't miss a reading. I'm grateful and honored to be part of your journey, and sending you much love and light, and wishing us all a blessed day. Thank you.